What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm with my boy Adam.
What's up?
We are currently in New Jersey right now, and we are about to go to Utica, New York, which is miles away from home for me at least. And that's because I'm going to buy an OEM E90 M3 hood. As you guys saw in the last video, I explained at the end that I'm no longer doing the Frankenstein custom fabrication thing with the fender and the hood. So I reverted to going OEM, fully OEM M3, and maybe down the road, if I have the money or if I want to, I'm going to cut the quarter panels and put the OEM M3 ones and just make it like an M3 clone basically. But the reason I'm going so far away from home is because I have been looking for this hood for over 6 months now, and I've been really trying not to buy this brand new from BMW because it's around like 2,500 brand new, and I'm not trying to do that. So I found a good deal, and there's only one that I found in the past 6 months that was in the East Coast. Most of them were in the West Coast, and I wasn't about to pay for the shipping for that. So thankfully I found one. I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse now, show you the drive there, and then show you when I actually pick it up and then mount it and whatnot. But yeah. Alright guys, so as you can see, we picked up the E90 M3 hood, and turns out it fits in the back of the Pilot, so I don't have to mount it to the roof, which is a big plus for me. And now we are on our way back to Nutley, New Jersey. Another 3 hours, and then I have another 4 hours before I have to go home, so excited for that. But once I get home, I'm putting this on the car immediately. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys then. Can see E90 is in the beautiful spotlight right now, and I have come back from Utica, New York. I did not shoot any B-roll on the way home because I am now currently up for 36 hours straight. So yeah, I've had a very long 2 days because this was a sort of an impromptu last minute thing, because I was initially going to come to Utica on Sunday, but somebody's buying something from me and he's coming from Pittsburgh and he can only come on Sunday, and the guy selling this said that if I didn't come today it would be sold, so couldn't miss on the opportunity. And as you can see, obviously it's naked because the fenders are missing, but it looks pretty good. I just finger tightened it just to see how it would fit, and obviously I need to work on the fitment and whatnot, but overall it looks pretty good. I don't know if I ever mentioned it in the previous clip or previous video when I installed that GTS hood for the E92, but they're the exact same in the sense of the dimensions of the hood, but the corners right here where it meets the pillar is where it's different. On the E92, the one that I had on my car, it didn't fit properly, and I was originally going to just sand it down and then make it fit, but I haven't driven this car in like almost a year now, and essentially when I started this front end conversion, it was March of 2022. So the last time this car was complete was March of 22, and I kind of just want to get this back on the road, so I don't really care about doing fabrication or custom work. I'm just trying to get this thing on the road as soon as possible, and we are one step closer to that. I think I also forgot to mention when I was with Adam earlier, but yeah, this is going to be the part 2 of the M3/E92 front end conversion for my E90, and obviously it's coming along real well now that we have the hood. All we need are the OEM fenders, but I'm not worried about those because that was the easy solution. The hard one was finding this hood parted out in good condition in my area. Utica isn't even in my area. It's a 7-hour drive and I believe like 400 miles one way. So in total, it would be like 800 miles driving back and forth, which I already did. So I don't know why I'm speaking theoretically, but yeah, I've been looking for this hood since January of this year. So yeah, January 2023, I've been looking for this hood, and as you can see, I'm still wearing the same clothes as I did this morning when I was with Adam, because I just got home like 30 minutes ago and I couldn't wait to put this on, and I'm really excited. I'm not worried about the fenders because I can buy those brand new and they're just easier to get. I wasn't going to rush this if I couldn't get the hood, because if I didn't really need to spend money as soon as possible, I wasn't going to. But now that I have the hood here, and as you can see, it's very beautiful. Now that the hood's here, I'm going to push myself and make the money so I can buy the fenders, and then this thing will finally be road legal again, and I can actually like drive it outside of my neighborhood, or just turn it on, leave the driveway, and then go back in the garage. But yeah, I'm going to have to catch you guys whenever I get the fenders, so you guys will see that right after this clip. But for me, we'll see. But yeah, I also forgot to mention in my last rant about how hard it was to find this. For some reason, E90 M3s, the sedans, for those of you who don't know the jargon for the E9X chassis, the E90 sedan M3s are for some reason so much more rare than the E92s, which is kind of understandable because I think they sort of pushed the E92 to be the flagship M3 after they released like X amount of the E90 M3s. I don't know why I'm pointing at this as if it's an M3, but it looks like one, so whatever. But yeah, so that's why it's been so hard to find this, because every time that I've searched on either Marketplace, Craigslist, Facebook, or sorry, not Facebook, eBay, and everything that sells like used parts and whatnot, I could only find E92, and nobody was selling E90 M3 because people have been reverting to just buying wrecked E90 M3s instead of trying to find the parts, because it's easier to just buy the whole car and then use it for your own purposes rather than try to do what I did, which was essentially wait 6 months for this. And I knew if I didn't get this, I could possibly wait like another year. So I'm just happy I got this. And this morning when I mentioned that I was going to do the quarter panel thing, so the reason I didn't want to do this in the beginning is because I have, as you can see, a stock 3 Series body. So like if I show the angle from here, the hips are not necessarily wide, but they're not flat either. Like they curve outwards. But E90 M3s are actually M3s in general, or any M car in general. What differentiates the body from a stock 3, 4, or whatever M model it is the hips of the car. Like the curves are ridiculously wide. So the reason why I didn't want to go down like getting the OEM M3 parts is because I have OCD, and it would, I know not many people would notice this, but just me knowing in the back of my mind that these are OEM M3 fenders, and then I have a stock rear quarter panel, these would be way wider than the rears. And that's why I was trying to do this whole like Frankenstein custom fabrication, blah blah blah. And I think if I actually like wasn't busy with school and like life and work in general, I probably would have pushed on actually doing that harder. But I sort of got caught up with everything, and it's just been collecting dust. As you can, well, I just got this, so as you can see, it's been collecting dust. But yeah, anyways, enough of my TED talk. I am going to catch you guys when I get the fenders. Alright guys, so that last time lapse of me was me installing the hood struts with a couple of my friends that came over, as well as me using my E90 M3 style fenders, not OEM fenders. I still have them. I haven't been able to sell them, so I just wanted to see what they would look like if the fenders were on the car. And in the clip of me driving out of the driveway and like driving the car in general, you can see that there's a slight gap where the headlight and the fenders meet. Yeah, I already took it off again and whatnot, but yeah, you can go back in the video and see that there's that slight gap because those are for E90 3 Series, not OEM M3, since now I'm doing a whole M3 clone and whatnot. But since that clip was recorded, I also ended up selling the front bumper because I realized the body lines don't match, since I bought an E92 M3 style bumper, again for a stock E92 3 Series body and not an OEM E90 M3 body. So once again, I bought the wrong part and I have to get that again in the near future, but it's not an issue because that one's going to be easy. Just like with the fenders, I can just get them brand new and they're not as hard to find as the hood was. But as you can see, the garage is closed right now, but yeah, I already removed the bumper, so now it's just the hood, headlights, and I'm missing the fenders. Earlier in that clip of me speaking on my TED Talk, I said that I was going to update you guys when I got the fenders, but I'm really trying to be consistent with my upload schedule, and since last video was extremely long, I think it was around 20 minutes long, I want to keep these under 15 minutes. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to make the completion of the bumper and the fenders in a part 3, just so I can keep with my current upload schedule. And since I currently don't have a job, I can't really be like spending money on parts, because that's my whole upload schedule is dependent on me getting the parts so I can make the videos and then release them. So yeah, I'm really trying to make good content that's also not boring and enjoyable to watch and not too long. So that's where we're at right now. So the part 2 is just gonna wrap up at honestly just the hood. Once again, guys, I am sorry for having to drag this out another part, but hopefully the next part is the last one, because it's just going to be me installing the OEM M3 bumper as well as the OEM M3 fenders. Once that happens, I can begin prepping the car for wrap, and then once we do that, we're gonna wrap the car, and then all the dominoes fall, everything falls into place. So I'm really excited about that. But that's my video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like me bringing back the E90 content. But yeah, until further ado, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.